HarperCollins presents How to Sleep Like a Caveman, Ancient Wisdom for a Better Night's Rest by Merijn von de Laar, read by Eyre. In loving memory of Alda and Noah. Introduction. Sleep is a magical phenomenon. When you are a good sleeper, you close your eyes and before you know it, you go on a journey into a wonderful world beyond full consciousness. If you sleep poorly, the night can feel like a punishment. Every night becomes a struggle with yourself, often leading to negative thoughts and feelings of helplessness. And once the sun comes up, you dread the day which seems endless. Concentration and memory problems, mood swings, and a lack of energy can result from the nightly struggles. While working as a sleep therapist, I researched the causes of insomnia. In my consultation room, I was sometimes amazed at how great the individual differences in the perception of sleep were. I met people who could barely put one foot in front of the other after 7 hours of sleep, but also clients who got through the day just fine on 5 hours. Some in the latter group did not even think of themselves as having a sleep problem, but had partners who thought otherwise. The subjective experience of sleep and sleep problems appeared to be an important but somewhat elusive factor in their various daytime and nighttime impairments. Because of these experiences, I embarked on scientific research with the aim of unraveling some of the secrets of sleep. In particular, I wanted to examine what psychological factors play a role in sleep problems. My patients often expressed nighttime worries about not sleeping enough and demonstrated accompanying feelings of helplessness. Could specific personality traits explain these experiences? Are these individuals perhaps more perfectionist or compulsive? Do they worry more in general or display more anxiousness? Fortunately, insomniacs turned out to be no different in their personalities from people without insomnia. I say fortunately because I was secretly pleased with that finding. After all, I myself have known long periods of poor sleep, and I like the idea that I'm not too different because of it. My sleep problems started at a very early age. As a baby, I slept poorly. My mother suffered from tiredness after spending many nights awake because of my cries. In desperation, she decided to visit the family doctor, who referred me to hospital for 2 days of observations. There, I slept like a rock from the very first night. However, once I got home, I was constantly crying again. The doctors and nurses finally advised, just let the little man cry it out, he'll fall asleep by himself. That turned out to work well, and I slept fine for years afterwards. In hindsight, the hospital practiced the cry it out method, which focuses on letting the baby cry without any intervention and teaches the child to calm itself down and fall asleep alone. Nowadays, this method is controversial, according to some, but at the time it worked well for me. At age 28, things went wrong. I was working as a therapist at a sleep center, and I was once again plagued by bad nights. It took hours to fall asleep, and I woke up every hour, watching the time pass by on my alarm clock. During the night, I had repetitive negative thoughts about my expected malfunction the next day and about how miserable I would feel again at work. I felt deeply embarrassed. During the day, I treated people with insomnia, and at night I lay awake myself. I did not follow my own sleep recommendations. I felt like a pulmonologist who advises his patients not to smoke and then secretly lights a cigarette himself. I could not figure out why I was suddenly sleeping so badly and found it difficult to accept. A month later, my family doctor referred me to a psychotherapist. At first, I was uncomfortable with the sessions. I literally sat with my back to him while he asked questions about my childhood. Nevertheless, after a few sessions, I began to sleep better. It also helped that a colleague in the sleep center encouraged me to apply certain aspects of the sleep therapy I gave to patients to myself. The idea that I could suddenly develop a sleep problem puzzled me. I started looking for the mechanisms of good sleep. I wanted to understand why regular sleep treatments do not work for everyone. An understanding of the onset of my sleeplessness came only
Sample complete. Ready to continue?